Oh, what is going on, everybody? My name's Jacob Forster, and welcome back to The Longing with our good old friend Walter here for another episode of Walter Wednesday. I don't know where I was pointing with that one. It should be more over here. But anyway, I made a terrible mistake last episode and thinking that he would keep walking till he got here at the end after I exited out of the game. That was not the case, so I've literally been sitting here for an entire hour waiting for him to come back here, and in the process of coming back, all of the foreground and background textures just started slowly disappearing. But now that we're back here at the entrance, let's move forward. There's a few things we need to accomplish in this episode today. Okay, it is good to be back into the world of the caves. We need to go right about here. Let's go. It is very clear that I've missed a birthday event for Walter, and we need to go see if that event is still going and active. Walter has been in this cave system for so very long. We missed his birthday. The timing of everything. Pick up. What should I pick up? A lump of coal. Yay. Yeah, we've missed his birthday, unfortunately. It was 365 days after the start of the game. We didn't miss it by much, but we missed it, unfortunately. So we must go see if the celebrations are still there, see if there's anything special. I've been told to go to, it's hard to describe since I don't have it saved on the actual part here, but if we're looking at big map, it's the very right side with all of those crystals on the map, the very bottom right area. I guess like middle right would be a better description. But I'm excited to be back into this. It's a nice little slidey slide. I feel like it's been a little while. It's been a week. So it hasn't been longer than it's normally been, but it feels like a long episode. I know the last episode where we're literally just walking through the Halls of Eternity wasn't the most exciting thing in the world, so I appreciate you all hanging tight and going through that with me. I know a lot of people requested it as well, so I mean, I'm not that sorry for doing that episode. It was quite comical for me to go through and try to come up with commentary on literally no action happening other than walking through eternal whiteness and it was fun for me. I hope it was fun for all of you. But now we're moving forward. We need to figure out how... I've made up my mind. I really want to try to escape the caves. And I still have not figured out what the objective needs to be and like what pieces need to be put into place to actually hit that objective of getting out. Obviously, there are a few like techniques that we can try. I need to double check my notebook, I think, to see like what all the face was saying, because a couple people put in the comments like, oh, it's a reference to this or to that. I was like, oh, I didn't even really think of that. Obviously, I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but I recall reading some people's comments in relation to Face's comments, saying some different areas, like in the well, maybe there was something else we could do in there. I don't know how we would fall asleep unless we managed to bring 3 mushrooms all the way up there and then ate them. That would take literally over an hour just to go up and down, up and down, up and down, bringing mushrooms back and forth. But that might be the only way. Who knows? Maybe we should do another dream sequence by eating the mushrooms and see where that takes us. Let me see where I am on the map real quick. Yes, let's see here. Okay. Sweet. So yeah, we'll just go all the way to the right. Walter, where are you going? Oh, he's gonna do the shortcut. Oh, he's doing the shortcut. know it. Maybe? I don't know. I know there's a shortcut to get back there. Can't remember exactly how it's done. Yoink. Walter, you just grabbed the wrong place, but it's okay. I understand. I will pay this place a visit. Sweet. Alright, cool. Yeah, I think this is the little hidden trail right here that brings us basically up and around this entire lower section map. Some like weird secrets. Don't know exactly how it transports us to another world, but it works. Yeah, there I am. Way in the background. 23 days, 3 hours, 50 minutes, 41 seconds remaining. At least we have a way to completely stop time. That I'm glad of, so that we can continue like exploring and discovering more of what needs to happen. Wow, that was really quick. Oh, that was so nice and quick. Great. Okay, so now we're all the way back over here, and this will take us directly to the spot that we needed to check out. Very fast indeed. Let's go, Walter is Maximus. Yeah, Walter. Walter, my boy. The greatest boy in all the land. The greatest man. He's a year old now. He's a man. Walter, my man. All right, let's see what else we have here. I do want to go back to my house as well, since I have a lot more paper. I can make more pictures of the, was it just fleas? Or, I forget what they actually called them, lice. I need to make more pictures of lice for some reason, because Walter really wants to do that, as was mentioned in his notebook. So that is an objective as well today. I don't think I'm going to be exploring all the way back up top at this point in time. Seeing as how we kind of just want to do some general re-exploration of areas down here, and kind of getting a better idea of what we have control over at this point, what we need to find. Oh, make sure Walter keeps walking. What we need to find, and yeah, just kind of understanding what our path is moving forward, and see if I really did screw this up and potentially miss out on some fun things. I hope not. I really hope not. But I have a feeling that that might be the case. So yeah, I've been told to come over here and check out this whole area. It's not loud like it's been before. Normally it is very loud. Oh. There's no water either. Oh, we just have a bunch of crystals. Look at all those crystals. What is that? What is that? The awakening of the king will be such a joyful moment. I'm sure it will be. Oh. Whoa. What in the world? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm in like a pit. I just had an opportunity to pick something up. What the heck is this? A piece of lapis lazuli. Now I can paint the blue sky I will never see. Oh, sweet. A piece of lapis lazuli. Now I can paint the blue sky. I now have 3. Oh, I can turn back time. I can turn back time. A piece of lapis lazuli. Times 4. What? I want that giant crystal. Times 5. Oh, this is so cool. Ooh. Ooh, this is so weird. I love it. Oh, dang it. The little piece of coal disappeared. I'm going to try to go up. See if there's anything else up there. Also, I'm gonna pick up this little moss while I'm here, if it will let me. Yoink. Thank you. Yeah, did I miss anything else in this area? Huh. Also, how far back does the Lapis lazuli let us go when I'm turning back time? Excuse me. Let's see, what's up top here, and we'll figure out what we need to do. At least now that I have the Lapis lazuli in general, I'll be able to turn back the time quite a lot, maybe? Ooh. Ooh. Okay, okay, okay. Oops. Awesome. So I guess the water just drained from the air. Oh, maybe. Oh! Was that related to my birthday specifically? Or is that because I started draining the water from the, like, maze tunnel systems that leads to the Halls of Eternity? That is streaming down towards my little home. Oh, maybe that's what it was. Yay, more moss. Slap, 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 slap. All right, more moss. More moss for me. That's the highlight of my collection. Oh wait, where are you going, Walter? Can you not walk further this way? I believe you can. Climb. Yeah, okay, perfect. Nice. Cool. All right, so what? Is there anything special up here? Like, can I access that giant crystal? Look at that little thing. That thing's so cool. I have a strange feeling I need to wait down there as well, because it does zoom out a little bit while you're standing down there. Let's see, does anything happen when I'm just right here? If I just chill out, hang out. Nah, it doesn't seem like it. Let's keep moving forward, back down to this area. It is so quiet down here now, too. It looks like a giant face, too. Bloop. I wonder, since there's not a lot of water rushing through here right now as well, maybe the moss won't grow back and I have to be careful not to accidentally pick that up. I think the moss continues to regrow no matter what, though. But I'm not too sure. I want to make sure I don't grab it just in case that is the case. No, I don't want to use my medic. It's fine, it's fine. Huh. There's no other Lapis lazuli down here, right? Okay, I'm gonna hang out right here for now. And just wait and see. Take a moment just to step back and understand if there's any differences with this. Also, why is there just a giant crater? Is that just from erosion from the water? Or something else? I really would like to know. It does look like just two giant eyes, just with like a crystal on its forehead. Blum, blum. Oh, that's weird. Usually Walter follows my mouse with his eyes, but he's not in this moment. So maybe that's an indication of something. Oh, he looked at all of us, looking back forward. Can't recall if that happens only when he's standing still for a moment, or just in like interesting places like this. Nothing's moving. So I don't think there's too much to really see here, other than obviously noticing that there's no more water and that there's tons of lapis lazuli down here. Well, cool. I'm really glad I came back here then. And yeah, so other than that, I know at this point it's been a couple weeks since we've actually explored the caves. Yeah, I'll pick that up. Why not? Lump of coal. Yeah, see, now he's following my mouse. Interesting. Very interesting. I've already taken one crystal here. I do want the power crystal, though. Give me your giant crystals. I already have one of those in my house. Walter, where are you going? I clicked the crystal and he just started walking. Unless it's having me go all the way up here. I'm gonna see where he goes, because I just clicked the crystal. Maybe he's gonna find a back way to pick that up. Yeah, let him do his thing. But yeah, like I was saying, it's been a couple weeks since we've actually explored the caves. Just trying to look at the map again. We have everything up top. So let me kind of go back over that real quick. We have no clue, no idea what to do and how to move forward from this particular point that's highlighted. There's rocks in the way. The rocks themselves are immovable, at least to our knowledge. But there's 2 or 3 potential areas to get out of from here. So obviously there is, you can see the opening in the tree. There's the outhouse. I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll come through the poop chute. No idea how we would do that. And then there's the well. Okay, yeah, Walter just went to the top. Okay, I'm gonna have him start walking to his home at this point. Time to walk back home. That way we have more opportunities to draw. We can take a look at our notes and see all the information there. We have lapis lazuli, so we can turn back time. There's a lot to do. There is a lot to do. But yeah, 3 potential things to get out of the top just in that section alone. Tree gap, outhouse, and the well. I don't know how to get out of any of those areas. My gut instinct was the moss carpet was like a key, so you can like build a rope and throw it up. But I found out the moss carpet is literally just a cosmetic. So there's nothing to do with that. I've tried waiting and sitting in the well. It zooms out, but that's about it. I don't see any other ways to move forward on sitting. The patience aspect. Again, someone in comments mentioned that there's potentially, like, what if you fell asleep and closed your eyes? The only way to fall asleep that I'm aware of at this point is... Oh, wait, yeah. So if you wait long enough, Walter will fall asleep. He'll close his eyes. I don't know what that would do. So we can definitely try that. We can definitely try waiting long enough. I think it's 10 minutes that you have to sit and wait. So we can wait 10 minutes for Walter to close his eyes in the well section. That's an option. Can't wait to sit on my armchair again. And then the only other thing that I can think of is that the stones erode naturally over time, or loosen up over time. That's the only other thing that I can think of at this point. With 23 days remaining, we might be able to see, potentially there's some differences up at the top there. But that's it. That's all I can think of for escaping this traditional route, which we've seen the first time around. Now the second one, this one's more interesting. There's a bird nest perched atop this weird tower. Also within the tower is a key at that perched top that we can't access. Obviously there's some type of timing going on with the bird. I do not know how long we're supposed to wait, if it's a specific amount of days or hours or minutes or seconds that we have to be up there waiting. But there's definitely still some mystery with this structure overall. Don't know what to do with it. I think somebody had mentioned in my Discord that it really is a very specific timed event, and in order to like find it and like get it at the right time, you really have to pay attention to some of these specific notes, or maybe it's in like one of the books themselves. They obviously like looked it up themselves and figured it out, but I've mentioned not to put any like spoilers per se in the comments. So yeah, I'm not too sure what to do with that section overall. And that being said, let me pull up some of the things that you all had mentioned from the previous episode in the comments. The first one that came up was I have a feeling that the angelic chorus is just an infinite amount of Walters screaming into the void. Oh no. It's just the continuous echo of slapping feet. Oh, I love this. I love this so much. Also, Dawn with the Z, thank you again for reminding me that Walter's birthday is 365 days after the first day. I just loved your comment, also, in case you're wondering when I just did that. So when there's 34 days left. But yeah, let me see, was there anything else? Nothing ever happens down here. That's a cryptic thing for you to say, Walter. Where am I, actually? Where am I on the map? What happens if I go down? Nothing ever happens down here. I think that's a lie. Something's gonna happen down here. There's darkness down here. Oh, that just brings us over here. Okay, well, let's go back up. Why'd you say that? That's a little weird. Let's go back and see if everything's all right. That's the key right there. Make sure everything's okay. Sorry, let me go back over to these comments that you had all left. Oh. Yeah, someone named It's Flame said you should try to dream in the well so maybe they pick you up. I don't know, I haven't played before. Someone else just popped it on 2x speed. Perfect, that's probably the best way to do it for the last episode. Oh, so good. Man, and look at all that gold. I don't think there's any disadvantage to picking up gold. I think it actually stacks in my room. And so, you know, I'm gonna pick up some gold here. I'm gonna have some gold pieces. You can never have enough. I have no currency system in this game, so they're purely just a decoration. So I'm gonna pick up a nice little 13 golden coins for my home. Lucky number 13. No, don't you dare walk around. I know you do it every time, Walter. You're gonna be jumping down here. Yup. Hup. Alright, cool. Alright, now let's go slap our way home. Go slap these slappy feet home. Also, Someone can ruin this for me. Is there any significance to collecting all of these crystals? Or is it purely just a decorational and time speeding mechanic? As long as it's those two, I really don't care about chopping away trying to get more crystals at this point. It'd be nice to have the room fully decorated, but I don't think I need that in my life. I don't need time to speed up. I needed to slow way down. In fact, I need to go backwards, like I'm trying to do right now. Okay, perfect. Also, I don't know how long the lapis lazuli is gonna last. Like, will I have to sit there forever while it's going backwards? Like, until I leave the room or close the game? I kind of don't want to do it this episode, just in case, like, I have to, like, sit there and wait for it to keep going. Also, I've never seen time move backwards, so I'm assuming it just this goes backwards. But if events turn back, then there might be different things overall. Like, everything might change. I don't know. It might be like a world-altering event. I hope not. I mean, I kind of hope it does. But I hope it doesn't do anything, like, drastic or, like, really bad. Like, what happens if I turn back time back to before the birthday event, and then the birthday event happens again? Does that mean the lapis lazuli will be there again, since we turn back time? I'm not time traveling, I don't think. And using up the materials, I don't know, it's very tricky. Time travel as a whole. The awakening is imminent. Soon the king will rise in all his glory. Okay. Oh, king, you have watched over me this entire place. I don't want to leave you, but I feel I must, to let my little Walter spirits be raised. Oh, look at my gold! Oh, here's my curtain. I forgot I got the curtain. That's right. Can I move the curtain? Make music. Oh, I can move the curtain. Oh, that is a big curtain. Let's see, where should I put it? Man, I guess I could just put it back up here. Just put it right in front of the fire. Maybe I should put it down here. I'll go check it out. First and foremost, time goes way too quickly here. I'm gonna sit down and read, see what materials I have first of all. Sit and stare. No, let's read a book. Let's check my thoughts. All right, I need to read the faces comments. Turn off idle reading. Nobody wants that. The king told me to wait for 400 days, then I should awaken him. He will end all fear and longing. I wonder what will happen. At least my birthday will be a bit sooner. The face told me, as long as there's time, there will always be longing. Once all longing has ended, the world will no longer need time. And those without longing will no longer need the world. That is a very sad statement. So I don't have hope for waiting for the king to I don't have hope to wait for the king to wake up. Because that's frightening. The king warned me that I should never leave these caves. I wonder what exactly he meant by that. So far, there's been no immediate danger leaving the caves, other than the creepy Retlaw, the opposite Walter. I wish I could dream of another place. I dreamed of a strange place beyond the kingdom, with green grass and trees. An old blind man was operating a well that reached down into the cave. A spider emerged from the depths and scared a young troll sitting nearby. I wonder if this place is real or just a product of my imagination. Also, the spider is the spider buddy that we met that helped us get up towards the well. So maybe it's the same spider. Obviously, we can't do anything with him now because he is no longer alive. A face told me, beyond this cave, there's light. Light is beautiful and dangerous. Light is without understanding. Don't trust the childish eyes of the young. They will fear you. Only trust the old and blind who are not afraid of that which emerges from darkness. So don't go towards the troll, the little kid. Go to the old man. I'd like to explore the caves, but I feel the presence of a great darkness lurking somewhere. Where's the darkness? We found it. We'll overcome it. I did. I could really use a map of the kingdom. I have it. The cave is supposedly full of hidden places. That's checked off. I wonder when I've discovered every part of the cave. I've seen nearly every area of the cave. So there are still potentially one or two little spots that we have not seen. Secret library. I need to read more. My dream would be to find a book that never ends. We have the book that never ends. I just need to put in text into the files, like the actual files of the game, to technically make it never ending. I don't know if... You know what? While we're here, I'm going to pull up my... Oh, gosh. My file folder is behind the game. So give me a second. I'm going to minimize this. You guys will still see everything going on the top, though. So let's see here. I'm going to pull up the files for the longing. Browse local files. There we go. Perfect. The longing data, maybe? Oh my gosh, there's so many files for this game. You guys cannot see what I'm doing right now, so I apologize. I'm going to see... There might be a book. Something that we can edit in here. This is probably going to be the most boring part of this so far, because you are literally just watching Walter while I'm going through file folders. Maybe it is in the streaming assets. Books, plain text. Okay. Yeah, so, okay. So I do have the books here in front of me. Interesting. Okay, so I need to find which book didn't end. So let me pull back up good old Walter here. Hopefully you guys can all still see me. Nothing disappeared. Okay, good. So I'll check on that here now in a second, now that I have the files up. I read about the Halls of Eternity. I've learned that only a fool tries to reach the end of eternity. We've also learned that. That's fine. And a face told me the way to light is blocked by total darkness. We overcame darkness already. That was Retlaw. Since I have some spare time while I'm waiting, I could try to make some use of it. After all, time goes by faster if you keep your mind occupied. Obviously it does. It is going by very quickly. I could try to make some use of it. Okay, my home is not comfortable enough for this long wait. I definitely need more pictures on my wall, especially lice pictures. Okay. And he also wants to recover all the crystal colors. So it's in my notebook. Maybe I will do that. I don't really want to, but I should. A bed would be nice. So that's completed. I could use some running water. That's completed. Luckily, I don't need to eat, but it would be nice to have some pretty mushrooms. We got that. I wish I could see another pair of eyes. We got that. I'd really like to converse with someone. We got that. Sometimes a beautiful melody is playing in my head. We got that. I should make a list of my failings. Maybe it would be a small accomplishment at least. We finished that. So I no longer have any disappointments. I have 5 lapis lazuli. Golden coins. I've got 29 paper. I didn't realize I picked up that much. Sulfur, coal, flint, maddox, wood, moss. Perfect. And then what was that last thing here? Yeah, book that never ends. So let's take a look. I think it's the very last one. Oh, that's right. We got a few more books too. We got a few more books. Oh, I think the game just froze here. So give it a second. Okay, there we go. Never-ending notebook. Okay. Dear reader, this is a never-ending notebook. It is as long as your own words that you put into it. Let's see here. Never-ending notebook. Okay, I gotta minimize this for a second. Ah, okay. Cool. All right, I found it in the files. So let me pull back up the longing. Let me close out of this real quick. Wow, how the time flies. Let's minimize this again. And I'm going to put in some random text files into here. Scooby-Doo! Exclamation point. Perfect. And file. Save. Close. Let's go ahead and minimize that. And I wonder if I have to quit out of the game for that to take effect. So I'm going to see if that just worked by typing in Scooby-Doo. Okay, read a book. Never-ending notebook. Scooby-Doo! Perfect, it worked. Sweet. That's cool. Okay, let me go back to my thoughts. See if that maybe updated it. I'm sure I'll have to put in a ton of... okay, yeah. So I still hear my dream to be finding a book that never ends. So yeah, I just got to go back into the notes at some point and just fill that thing up. I could probably just copy paste like just the longest book known to man. Just have some file to copy and then paste it in just 20 billion times. See what happens with that. But that's perfect. And then, yeah, so there were more books here that I wanted to check out as well. We got a couple more. First one would be The Wind in the Willows. That's a real book, so we don't need to worry about that. King Pest. Did we already read through this? The end. A tale containing an allegory. Okay, no. Dream Days. That's a real book, 219 pages. The Golden Age. Also a real book, 181 pages. The House on the Borderland. William Hope Hodgson. Also 245 pages. Real book. The Door in the Wall by H.G. Wells. I feel like I should read this. I mean, this is a real book. H.G. Wells is just like War of the Worlds and things like that. I'm not familiar with this story. One confidential evening, not 3 months ago, Lionel Wallace told me the story of The Door in the Wall. And at the time, I thought that so far as he was concerned, it was a true story. He told me with such direct simplicity of conviction that I could not do otherwise than believe in him. But in the morning, in my own flat, I woke to a different atmosphere. And as I lay in bed and recalled the things he had told me, stripped of the glamour of his earnest, slow voice, denuded of the focused, shaded table light, the shadowy atmosphere that wrapped about him and me, and the pleasant, bright things, the dessert and glasses and napery of the dinner we had shared, making them, for the time, a bright little world, quite cut off from everyday realities, I saw it all as frankly incredible. So this just seems like a normal, standard book. Is there anything at the end? Because the door in the wall, that is very... I need to find a door with a key. I think I've seen a mysterious door in the wall somewhere in the caves as well. Maybe I should take another look at the map. A shade. Okay, perfect. The Sleeper Awakes, also by H.G. Wells. Oh, this is hard. Because I have to go through, like... I have to super click through all of these in order to get to the next sections, but this also drops down my time so much. So there are secrets in all of the books, or at least some of them. So I need to get to the very end here. Oh, I can press space too. All right, so pardon me while I spam space and the mouse here real quick. All right, we're down to 22 days left. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Achievement unlocked, avid reader. Wonderful. Okay, I'm gonna go to the very end of this page here. That way I can see if there's any other secrets. Because the Sleeper Awakes, that's a very cryptic title of this book as well. To have. No, that's it. I think I've seen a mysterious door in the wall somewhere in these caves as well. But did he see like that? Maybe I should take another look at the map. Okay. Oh, this has 245 pages. Okay. We're just gonna plow through these here. Luckily, this goes pretty quickly. Just slamming these buttons. Although time does go down way too quickly. Okay, no notes here. All right, before I continue looking through all of these books, let's see. I'm going to check the Lapis lazuli, see what needs to be done. Oh, it takes all 5. I need to strategize with this a little bit more. I'm going to strategize before I make Lapis lazuli blue fire. I think I'm going to wait till next episode to actually do that. Oh, also, let me draw some more pictures of lice. For some reason. Still don't know why I need to make the lice. What color don't I have? White? White lice? What did it need? White and black? Yeah. A white louse. Let's draw it. Should be quick and easy for this one. You can never have enough lice pictures. Achievement unlocked. My favorite painting. Walter, I am happy for you, but I'm also very confused. Why do you like lice so much? Okay, great. So that's all the lice, right? Yeah, that should be it. Is time going by even faster now? It's ridiculous. Also, what does the time do? Like time 1, 2, 3, night versus day, stay or leave. Do these have any significance overall to what we can draw? The throne. Or sorry, do they have any significance to what happens in the game? That's another, like, curious question. Check my notes one more time. And see if there's any updates on what I want to draw. Nope. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. Ba-da-ba-ba. Yep, okay, that's all done. So I wish I had more colors for my art studies, especially lice pictures. All completed. So really the last thing for the comfortability factor of my home is apparently just the crystal. So yeah, I mean, I could totally do that. There's only 2 crystals that I need to collect, to my knowledge. But yeah, let's go back to the pages, to the books. So we're at the last page of that. Oops. The Golden Age. All right. It's just full clicking time right now. Hope you'll enjoy this. Click City. Oh, this is a wonderful book. This is the best book I've ever read. And we are done with the book. The end. Child's Play. The end. All right, Dreamy Days. Sorry, just Dream Days. You know, I'll put idle reading on for that as well. All right, let's click our way through this. Let's see what we find. Come on, book. At least this is more invigorating than auto-walking through. Oh. I once dreamed that I was a king myself. What a beautiful dream that was. A shade. Interesting. King Pest. The tale containing an allegory. Oh, am I dumb and just saw that you can... Oh, only if you've read it all the way through can you zoom all the way front and back. All right, we are now checking out The Wind in the Willows. This is a very long book. Not very long, it's 294 pages. All right, doing full power mode here. I need to get a macro that just like super clicks things. Just so I can blast through this way faster. Okay, end of this one, there is a blank page, which is a little odd, but okay. All right, The Secrets of the Moss Carpet, obviously we already have this. Poe's Poems. Any notes on this one? Nothing. Nevering Notebook, Scooby-Doo! Nice. The Count of Monte Cristo, I'm not gonna go through Monte Cristo. I don't think that needs to happen. I have a feeling that Secret Garden might have something at the end of it. And maybe the Time Machine as well. Those are 2 very strange books. Sorry, they're not strange books as a whole. The titles give away some reference to what could happen in the game. So obviously, The Secret Garden, Maybe it's referencing the secret tower because it's like a secret area, secret place, and whatnot. The time machine, that's an obvious one. Obviously, we're able to make time go faster. We're able to turn back time. We're able to do all these fun things. So that might have an interesting note at the end of it. Also, I don't know how, but this is going way faster this time around. All right. I wonder if there's a secret place in these caves. Well, I better watch the sound of my steps. Well, we've already solved that one. Glad I solved that beforehand. Okay, the time machine. Here we go. This one is going to be very quick. Only 185 pages. Wow. Okay. I had no idea that all of these books would have so many secrets within them. Also, I need to go back to the map room and... Oh, no. I do recall the map room talking about a hidden... like seeing an X marks the spot, like right in the middle. There has to be a door there. Okay. Nothing there. That is the time machine. Nothing on the time machine. That's surprising. Okay. Hans Fall. That one's done. Pim. That one's done. Ligia. I don't know what this one is. But there's nothing at the end. Morella. Nothing. Iliad. I got to the end of the Iliad. There's nothing there either. Wait. Go back one page. There's no the end on the Iliad. That's interesting. The Golden Bird. What do you got here? Oh, bird. Bird. Bird's nest. The Golden Bird. In times gone, there was a king who had at the back of his castle a beautiful pleasure garden in which stood a tree that bore golden apples. As the apples ripened, they were counted, but one morning, one was missing. Then the king was angry, and he ordered that watch should be kept about the tree every night. Now the king had 3 sons, and he sent the eldest to spend the whole night in the garden, so he watched till midnight. And then he could keep off sleep no longer. And in the morning, another apple was missing. The second son had to watch the following night, but it fared no better. For when 12 o'clock had struck, he went to sleep. And in the morning, another apple was missing. Now came the turn of the third son to watch, and he was ready to do so. But the king had less trust in him and believed he would acquit himself, still worse than his brothers. But in the end, he consented to let him try. So the young man lay down under the tree. Sorry, I got idle reading on. Under the tree to watch and resolved that sleep should not be master. When it struck 12, again, 12 is the common theme here, something came rushing through the air, and he saw in the moonlight a bird flying towards him, whose feathers glittered like gold. The bird perched upon the tree and had already pecked off an apple when the young man let fly an arrow at it. The bird flew away, but the arrow had struck its plumage, and one of the golden feathers fell to the ground. The young man picked it up, and taking it next morning to the king, told him what had happened in the night. The king called his council together, and all declared such a feather was worth more than the whole kingdom. Since the feather is so valuable, said the king, one is not enough for me. I must and will have the whole bird. So the eldest son set off, and relying on his own cleverness, he thought he should soon find the golden bird. When he had gone some distance, he saw a fox sitting at the edge of a wood, and he pointed his gun at him. The fox cried out, "Do not shoot me, and I will give you good counsel. You are on your way to find the golden bird, and this evening you will come to a village in which 2 taverns stand facing each other. One will be brightly lighted up, and there will be plenty of merriment going on inside. Do not mind about that, but go into the other one, although it will look to you very uninviting." How can a silly beast give one any rational advice? Thought the king's son, and let fly at the fox, but missed him. And he stretched out his tail and ran quick into the wood. Then the young man went on his way, and towards evening he came to the village, and there stood the 2 taverns. In one, singing and dancing was going on, the other looked quite dull and wretched. "I should be a fool," said he, "to go into that dismal place while there is anything so good close by." So he went into the merry inn and lived there in clover, quite forgetting the bird and his father and all good counsel. As time went on, and the eldest son never came home, the second son set out to seek the golden bird. He met with the fox, just as the eldest did, and received good advice from him without attending to it. And when he came to the 2 taverns, his brother was standing and calling to him at the window of one of them, out of which came sounds of merriment, so he could not resist, but went in and revelled to his heart's content. And then, as time went on, the youngest son wished to go forth and to try his luck, but his father would not consent. It would be useless, said he. He is much less likely to find the bird than his brothers, and if any misfortune were to happen to him, he would not know how to help himself. His wits are none of the best. But at last, as there was no peace to be had, he let him go. By the side of the wood sat the fox, begged him to spare his life, and gave him good counsel. The young man was kind, and said, "Be easy, little fox. I will do you no harm." "You shall not repent of it," answered the fox, "and that you may get there all the sooner, get up and sit on my tail." And no sooner had he done so than the fox began to run, and off they went over stock and stone, so that the wind whistled in their hair. When they reached the village, the young man got down, and following the fox's advice, went into the mean-looking tavern, without hesitating, and there he passed a quiet night. The next morning, when he went out into the field, the fox, who was sitting there already, said, "I will tell you further what you have to do. Go straight on until you come to a castle, before which a great band of soldiers lie. But do not trouble yourself about them, for they will be all asleep and snoring. Pass through them and forward into the castle, and go through all the rooms until you come to one where there is a golden bird hanging in a wooden cage. Near at hand will stand empty a golden cage of state. But you must beware of taking the bird out of his ugly cage and putting him into the fine one. If you do so, you will come to no harm." After he had finished saying this, the fox stretched out his tail again, and the king's son sat down upon it. And away they went over stock and stone, so the wind whistled through their hair. And when the king's son reached the castle, he found everything as the fox had said. And he at last entered the room where the golden bird was hanging in a wooden cage. While a golden one was standing by, the 3 golden apples too were in the room. Then, thinking it foolish to let the beautiful bird stay in that mean and ugly cage, he opened the door of it, took hold of it, and put it in the golden one. In the same moment, the bird uttered a piercing cry. The soldiers awaked, rushed in, seized the king's son, and put him in prison. The next morning, he was brought before a judge, and as he confessed everything, condemned to death. But the king said he would spare his life on one condition, that he should bring him the golden horse whose paces were swifter than the wind, and that then he should also receive the golden bird as a reward. So the king's son set off to find the golden horse, but he sighed, and was very sad, for how should it be accomplished? And then he saw his old friend, the fox, sitting by the roadside. "Now you see," said the fox, "all this has happened because you would not listen to me. But be of good courage. I will bring you through, and will tell you how you are to get the golden horse. You must go straight on until you come to a castle, where the horse stands in his stable. Before the stable door, the grooms will be lying, but they will all be asleep and snoring. And you can go and quietly lead out the horse. But one thing you must mind. Take care to put upon him the plain saddle of wood and leather, and not the golden one, which will hang close by. Otherwise it will go badly with you." Then the fox stretched out his tail, and the king's son seated himself upon it. It's a strong tail, by the way. And away they went over stock and stone until the wind whistled through their hair. And everything happened just as the fox had said. And he came to the stall where the golden horse was, and as he was about to put on him the plain saddle, he thought to himself, "Such a beautiful animal would be disgraced were I not to put on him the good saddle, which becomes him so well." However, no sooner did the horse feel the golden saddle touch him than he began to neigh, and the grooms all awoke, seized the king's son, and threw him into the prison. The next morning he was delivered up to justice and condemned to death. But the king promised him his life, and also to bestow upon him the golden horse, if he could convey thither the beautiful princess of the golden castle. Now with a heavy heart the king's son set out, but by great good luck he soon met with the faithful fox. "I ought now to leave you to your own ill luck," said the fox, "but I am sorry for you, and I will once more help you in your need. Your way lies straight up to the golden castle. You will arrive there in the evening, and at night, when all is quiet, the beautiful princess goes to the bath. And as she is entering the bathing house, go up to her and give her a kiss, then she will follow you, and you can lead her away. But do not suffer her first to go and take leave of her parents, or it will go ill with you." Then the fox stretched out his tail, king's son seated himself upon it, and away they went over stock and stone, so that the wind whistled through their hair. And when he came to the golden castle, all was as the fox had said. He waited until midnight, when all lay in deep sleep, And then as the beautiful princess went to the bathing house, he went up to her and gave her a kiss, and she willingly promised to go with him, but she begged him earnestly, and with tears, that he would let her first go and take leave of her parents. At first he denied her prayer, but as she wept so much the more and fell at his feet, he gave in at last, and no sooner had the princess reached her father's bedside than he and all who were in the castle waked up, and the young man was seized and thrown into prison. You know what's about to happen next. The next morning the king said to him, "Thy life is forfeit, but thou shalt find grace if thou canst level that mountain that lies before my windows, and over which I am not able to see, and if this is done within 8 days, thou shalt have my daughter for a reward." So the king's son set to work, and dug and shoveled away without ceasing. But when on the 7th day he saw how little he had accomplished, and that all his work was as nothing, he fell into great sadness and gave up all hope. But on the evening of the 7th day, the fox appeared and said, "You do not deserve that I should help you, but go now and lie down to sleep, and I will do the work for you." The next morning he awoke and looked out the window. The mountain had disappeared. The young man hastened, full of joy, to the king and told him his behest was fulfilled, and whether the king liked it or not, he had to keep his word and let his daughter go. So they both went away together, and it was not long before the faithful fox came up to them. "Well, you have got the best first," said he, "but you must know the golden horse belongs to the princess of the golden castle." "But how shall I get it?" asked the young man. "I am going to tell you," answered the fox. "First go to the king who sent you to the golden castle, and take to him the beautiful princess. There will then be very great rejoicing. He will willingly give you the golden horse, and they will lead him out to you. Then mount him without delay, and stretch out your hand to each of them to take leave and last of all to the princess. And when you have her by the hand, swing her up on the horse behind you, and off you go. Nobody will be able to overtake you, for that horse goes swifter than the wind." And so it was all happily done, and the king's son carried off the beautiful princess on the golden horse. The fox did not stay behind, and he said to the young man, "Now I will help you to get the golden bird. When you draw near the castle where the bird is, let the lady alight, and I will take her under my care. Then you must ride the golden horse into the castle yard, and there will be great rejoicing to see it. And they will bring out to you the golden bird as soon as you have the cage in your hand. You must start off back to us, and then you shall carry the lady away." The plan was successfully carried out, and when the young man returned to the treasure, the fox said, "Now what will you give me for my reward?" "What would you like?" asked the young man. "When we are passing through the wood, I desire that you should slay me and cut my head and feet off." "That was a strange sign of gratitude," said the king's son, "and I could not possibly do such a thing." Then the fox said, "If you will not do it, I must leave you. But before I go, let me give you some good advice. Beware of 2 things. Buy no gallows meat, and sit at no brookside." With that, the fox ran off into the wood. The young man thought to himself, "That is a wonderful animal, with most singular ideas. How should anyone buy gallows meat? And I am sure I have no particular fancy for sitting by a brookside." So he rode on with the beautiful princess, and their way led them through the village where his 2 brothers had stayed. There they heard great outcry and noise, and when he asked what it was all about, they told him that 2 people were going to be hanged. And when he drew near, he saw that it was his 2 brothers who had done all sorts of evil tricks and had wasted all their goods. He asked if there were no means of setting them free. "Oh yes, if you will buy them off," answered the people. "But why should you spend your money in redeeming such worthless men?" But he persisted in doing so, and when they were let go, all went on their journey together. After a while they came to the wood where the fox had met them first, and there it seemed so cool and sheltered from the sun's burning rays that the 2 brothers said, "Let us rest here for a little by the brook, and eat and drink to refresh ourselves. The young man consented, quite forgetting the fox's warning, and he seated himself by the brookside, suspecting no evil. But the 2 brothers thrust him backwards into the brook, seized the princess, the horse, the bird, and went home to their father. "Is not this the golden bird that we bring?" said they. "And we have also the golden horse and the princess of the golden castle." Then there was great rejoicing in the royal castle, but the horse did not feed, the bird did not chirp, and the princess sat still and wept. The youngest brother, however, had not perished. The brook was, by good fortune, dry, and he fell on soft moss without receiving any hurt. But he could not get up again. But in his need the faithful fox was not lacking. He came up running and reproached him for having forgotten his advice. "But I cannot forsake you all the same," said he. "I will help you back again into daylight." So he told the young man to grasp his tail and hold on to it fast, and so he drew him up again. "Still, you are not quite out of all danger," said the fox. "Your brothers, not being certain of your death, have surrounded the wood with sentinels, who are to put you to death if you let yourself be seen." The poor beggar man was sitting by the path, and the young man changed clothes with him, and went clad in that wise into the king's courtyard. Nobody knew him, but the bird began to chirp, the horse began to feed, and the beautiful princess ceased weeping. "What does this mean?" said the king, astonished. The princess answered, "I cannot tell, except that I was sad, and now I am joyful. It is to me as if my rightful bridegroom has returned." Then she told him all that happened, although the two brothers had threatened to put her to death if she let out anything. The king then ordered every person who was in the castle to be brought before him, and with the rest came the young man like a beggar in his wretched garments. But the princess knew him and greeted him well, falling his neck and kissing him. The wicked brothers were seized and put to death, and the youngest brother was married to the princess and succeeded to the inheritance of his father. But what became of the poor fox? Long afterwards, the king's son was going through the wood, and the fox met him and said, "Now, you have everything that you can wish for, but my misfortunes never come to an end, and it lies in your power to free me from them." And once more he prayed the king's son earnestly to slay him and cut off his head and feet. So at last he consented, and no sooner was it done than the fox was changed into a man, and was no other than the brother of the beautiful princess. And thus he was set free from a spell that had bound him for a long, long time. And now indeed there lacked nothing to their happiness as long as they lived. That was a really good story. I came into this trying to figure out maybe if there was a secret to the bird. I think midnight or noon, more than likely midnight, is when I need to check on the bird's nest. See if there's any differences with the key. Maybe it will show up during that point. But in doing so, that was a really good story. I've never read that before, and I really, really enjoyed that. That was great. I hope you all enjoyed it too. I realize I'm reading this and then I'm like, wait a second. I'm still recording all of this. Okay. The straw, the coal, and the bean. 3 tales. This is only 20 pages. I'm not going to read this, but I'm going to go through it real quick. See if there's anything at the end of it. Nothing. Fables 2. All right, let's blast through this. All right. Okay. This one is missing the story of the shade and the king. A shade. I like that. Reading this really makes me want to leave my own cave. I wonder if there's a way. Okay. The Raven. We've already got that. Oh, this is a lot of pages. It's the Iliad. I'm not going to worry about the Iliad. This is the one that happened that we pulled up that was at the very end at the beginning. Does this one bring back time? Interesting. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on with this book. This one's a little odd. At the end of the Iliad. That's a lot of pages. Anything at the end of this one? Nope. Fables 1. All right, let's go ahead and get through this real quick. Anything at the end? The Lion, the Mouse, and the Fox. Okay. The 6 Swans. We are at the end of that one. Metamorphoses. We've got the end of that. Poems 2. We had the end of that. Moby Dick. Oh, that's a lot of pages. That's right. We ended on page 50 of that when I read that for an episode. I'm gonna get to the very beginning, or sorry, the very end of the first book, just to see if there's anything different on this. It's a short one too, so it shouldn't be too hard to see if there's anything. And no, that's it. The Goose Girl, 12 pages. Is there anything other than that? No, there was not. Okay. So let's go back to the last one here, the door in the wall. I think I have seen a mysterious door in the wall somewhere in the caves as well. Maybe I should take another look at the map. A shade. Okay. How the time flies. I should be reading more. I'm gonna see if anything else has changed in my cave, in my little home, before I go back to the Halls of Eternity to stop time. That's really the last thing that we're gonna do here in the episode. I'm gonna briefly take a look at the map just to verify, see where this door might be. Yeah, I may as well pick that up. Oh, it disappeared. Dang it. Come on. Come on. Yeah, go ahead and pick that up. Nice. Oh, let me take it. Let me take it. Dang it. Okay, I apparently can't grab this right now. Let me grab the curtain. I want to move you. Okay, I can't grab the curtain. I don't know why it won't let me. Oh man, I want to turn back time. I want to turn back time. Also, would this be midnight at 00 hours? Curious, actually. Because I might be able to... Oh no, time's going by way too quickly. I can't actually see anything. Okay, and no, there's nothing else here. So let's go back up top. I'm gonna go to the map room. I'm gonna double check. I will pay this place a visit. There is a door. There's a secret door somewhere. We don't know where, but it's somewhere. And Walter mentioned that he's seen it in the caves. It has to be the map room. The map room has to be the secret door. There's no other way about it. Oh, this is exciting. Unless the birthday event thing is a secret door? Like, because this weird crystal is very much what was in the room that we were in earlier with the crystals, but it had the two holes like the eyes and then the one at the top. So maybe once we collect a third crystal, like we can combine them all together and maybe that does something? I really don't know. All right, but let's get Walter moving. We can check out the map room real quickly and then go to the Halls of Eternity. And then we will leave the episode here. Keep it for the next week. I wish I could go longer today specifically, but unfortunately I'm a little bit short on time. It's already like midnight where I'm at, and I have work in the morning. I work a day job that's not YouTube, in case you all were wondering. So I still need to edit this and upload it in time for Walter Wednesday. Normally I have these scheduled out a little bit ahead of time, but not this particular episode. Mostly due to the very beginning where I was stuck in the Halls of Eternity for over an hour. Wasn't expecting that to happen. Yeah, the story about the golden bird, that has to be a reference to the nest that's up there. You have to be able to make that mental connection going up to that section. Since the books really do put reference points to what can happen in the game. Also, what the heck is over here? Does this ever become anything? Can I ever walk through this? Can I break it? No. Okay. It was a good thought. It was a good try. It's definitely not the Halls of Eternity, also. The Halls of Eternity wouldn't have a door that I can think of. Shouldn't, at least. cut it. And we're back. Pick up? What are we picking up? Cool. More coal. All right, back to the map room. No, that's not the map room. That's not the map room. That's not the map room. That's the map room. Cool. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Slip, slop, slop, sloop, sleep, slop, sloop, slop. Awesome. Okay, so let's keep going. I need to double check one more thing. Oh, I didn't see any of the updated notes from Face in my notebook. I don't know why. Yeah, that's a little weird, actually. So I would have to go back over to him to get that reference point of some of the things that he was going through. Which is fine, like, it's not a big deal. He's not that far away. Really, the main pieces that limit my time frame, at least just in terms of what is done in YouTube here with these episodes, is going from the main sector of the map, which is what you can see here on the bottom half of that map, versus what's at the very top. Just going from the lower levels to the upper levels takes a solid 10 to 15 minutes. And I do want to make sure that these episodes are moving things forward. I'm not staying stagnant on any one topic at any point in time. I don't ever want to like run dry any games or make it a point to try to stretch them out as much as I can. Like for this, I genuinely want to be able to make it to the end in time. Or escape in time, I guess. Not escape, but make my way to the top in time. And I'm genuinely trying to figure out what I could solve to be able to get up there. Okay, so here's the map room. Just getting a closer look with my own eyes. Huh. Yeah, this giant X. I don't understand. Is there some special door? Some weird door around here? Did I miss something up over here somehow? Can I climb up here? Okay, why not? Yeah, let's go back down. So, obviously this will zoom out into a larger map. And sorry, my face is gonna be fuzzy while I'm while I'm leaned up here. My screen's actually kind of far away from where my head actually ends up being. So this is the crystals. Yeah, so originally water's falling from all three of these spots. There's no more water, so it's empty, but there's a large crystal at the top of it. Here's the king with his crown. And this is the staircase that leads up from the king. Over here is this is the Halls of Eternity. There's no other extra pieces. This is the little note. This is only a fool tries to reach the end of eternity. This tiny little rectangle. And this is the labyrinth to get down there. This room right here is just the stained glass. Oh, the game just froze here for a second. Hey, look, some coal. Nice. So yeah, this is the stained glass room. This is... Okay, yeah, so this is the slappy foot room, where you've got some slappy feet right here. And then this is the gold room. Directly above this is... No, don't zoom out yet. Don't zoom out yet. Not what I want. Not what I want. Not what I want. Don't you dare zoom on me. Okay, I'll keep it right here. Yeah, what is this right here? I'm gonna pull that up back up. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is just that 5-door walkway that we've literally just in one of the last episodes found some extra areas that we had never been. So that's that. This is literally this room here. This giant X right freaking here. This is a door. This has to be the door. This is more than likely. I'm zooming. I'm looking real close at this. That has to be, this right here has to be the library. That can't be anything else. I don't know what else that would be. But it is to the left. So what is immediately to the left according to this map? Yeah, it's just the library. There's nothing else that would be. So that is that. I don't know what these little, looks like little trees. So that's what I can't figure out. This was the door after going up here that leads up into the upper areas. And this, of course, is the Matic, the second Matic that we found in the game. But how in the world do I inspect this? How do I solve it? How do I solve this riddle? Secret door somewhere. It requires a key. The key is at the top of the castle. Yeah, the key's up there. This would, to my knowledge, this would be the door. Starting to understand these carvings. I guess I don't think I've ever investigated after it's zoomed out a bit. Let me let this zoom for a second. Just real quick. Starting to understand these carvings. I'm just looking for an extra door, an extra weird door. Left goes here, right goes here, up goes here. What is here? What is here? Left, down, left, left. This goes somewhere. This goes up here. No, because those go there, that goes there. Where did these two go? Actually, that is a curious question. Unless that goes there and that goes there. Oh. Starting to understand these carvings. Yes, yes you are. I don't know why, but it looks more clear than it's ever been before. Okay, secret door, give me a secret door. These two doors led to a back area. I wish I could pause. I wish I could pause the game right here so I could just go and look at each individual door. This goes here, this goes down there. This goes here, this goes, I believe, just directly across to here. Usually the open ones are like an up and down thing. Because that goes there, this maybe goes down here, that goes down there, this 1 to 1, 1 to maybe that to that goes down to there, that goes there, that goes there, that goes down there. This goes here, that connects. This is all part of the giant hallway. Here's the library. There's nothing that's been discovered inside of the moss area, except for an access. I think I finally understood the carvings. It seems like there's a long, dark way to the top. Yes, we do know that. Okay, so there's really nothing else to know with that overall. We have the water. Dripping. Oh, that's weird. The art style, because of that slow zoom, it's like making some of these doors, like, the art of them, like, undulate. I thought I was seeing things for a second. Like, oh no, it's literally just... Yeah, why is this so difficult? Where's the other door? Where's the door? Tell me! Okay, I need to solve this mystery. No, 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 no. Can't go up there. It's just the one door there. Just this. That goes nowhere, goes nowhere. That goes up. That goes down to here. There's nothing here, nothing here, nothing all over here. We've already checked all of this. There's this, though. This little pathway at the top of this door. Have not figured out how to get up there. Have not found a path. This is this little shortcut. Brings us here to here and then drops us off right here. So we've got a shortcut. We got some back sections. These might be interesting to check out, these doors. Because I'm not quite sure with that. I'm not quite sure overall. This door's locked to get into the library. And all of this is just a puzzle to go through. And we don't get any more objective from trying to walk through here either. Darn. Okay, I was really hoping Walter might have something to say on this. Maybe as it zooms back in, something new will happen? Maybe? We're trying things. We're testing possibilities at this point in time. I have to know why there's a big X here, though. There has to be something unique. Okay. All right, well, let's go back to the Halls of Eternity. I will return to the Halls of Eternity. Okay. I'm really missing something here. I am really missing something. I'm close. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. I'm getting very close. I think for the next episode overall, I want to use the Lapis lazuli. I am going to research just very briefly, or at least someone can tell me in the comments, if it's a timed event, like how long I have to stay in the house when using the Lapis lazuli, whatever else it may be. I'm going to figure that out so I can kind of help gauge how I'm going to be making the episode next week. And then I need to remember to check the bird perch, the nest, at midnight and also at noon any day, I think. I really didn't see any other comments, little notes from Walter relating to that. Oh, this is that door that we were talking about earlier. So yeah, we're testing what I was just asking about earlier when looking at the larger map. These little rooms here. So yeah, that one at the top just brought you down to here, and I assume that next one, this one just brings you up to the next upper left section. Cool, 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 cool. All right, we're gonna stop time at 20 days. We dropped 2 days just playing this episode, having to go through those books and sitting in my house. Oh, it's too much. It's too much. Yeah, stained glass room. That's what I was referencing on the map as well. I still really want to... I'm sorry? What? Okay, I have to save this spot. I have to save this spot. What should I save it over? I'm gonna save over this. Yeah, obviously. What? This door doesn't seem familiar. Has it always been here, or am I finally going mad? Thank you. The door's locked. What a surprise. Maybe I can find a fitting key somewhere. I now have one disappointment. Oh. Okay. All right, I'm excited. I am excited. I will return to the halls of eternity. Okay, we have to solve the key and the bird puzzle next episode. We have to do it. I need to know what's in this hidden door. And was that really all I needed to do? I just needed to read the book for that to appear? Wow, I didn't realize how much weight the books held in terms of needing to find them, actually having to read through them, and everything else. Wow, okay. Wow, this game is incredible. That surprised me. I was like, oh! Oh, so cool. Okay, now we're literally just doing a slow walk back at this point. Well, great, we found it. Oh, that's super exciting. Okay. And where was it on this map? Oh, okay. I can kind of see. It's to the left of the stained glass room. So weird. So weird. All right, well, I don't even know what to say at this point. Oh, I'm just super happy that was discovered at literally almost an hour, like hour and 20 minutes into this, or however long it's been. And I was like making sure to mention like, oh, this is probably gonna be a shorter episode, blah, blah, blah. This is definitely a longer episode. Just having to go through some of these things. I got to read a really nice book. We got to, what else did we get to do? We drew more lice pictures. So we got another picture of a louse. So we completed that objective for Walter. Like I said, we read a really nice book. We found some secrets at the end of books. Just really good to know. Didn't know that there were so many. Went through almost every book, minus one or two or three. Mostly just like the Iliad, and Thus Spoke Zarathustra, I think it was. Probably pronounced that wrong. Please forgive me. And yeah, kind of explored a little bit more, and we found a freaking secret door. I really do hope the golden bird is a hint at how to get access to the bird and the key. I need to time it just right though, because I have no way to manipulate time when I'm up top. Yeah, how am I supposed to do that? I guess I could go into my house. Maybe... Yeah, maybe in the next episode I will go into my house, time it, figure out... I'm gonna factor in for probably 15 minutes needed in order to actually go from my room to the very top. Maybe 20 minutes. But with that, I can either stay in the room until the day an hour matches up to about midnight, or 15 minutes, 20 minutes prior to midnight. That way I can prep and then walk all the way to the top in time for potentially to see the bird. That's my objective. That's what I'm thinking. That's what we're going to go for in this next episode. Let's get into the Halls of Eternity. Stop time. Let's buy a little bit more time. All right, let's go, Walter. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and just... music is gone, but we're still here. No, I'll keep it going. But anyway, thank you all so very much for watching these episodes. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit the like button. If you disliked it, let me know. I'm always very curious to see what you guys think about my videos as a whole. Leave a comment, anything you want to talk about, whether it is relating to the game, something fun that's happening in your life, whatever it may be. But also, if you're just now coming into my channel, or you've been watching for a while and are not yet subscribed, consider doing so. Hit the bell notification, that we know exactly when I'm uploading videos. And also too, I got a bunch of other cool social media channels that you're more than welcome to check out. I've got a Twitter, I've got an Instagram, I've got obviously TikTok, if you guys know. A lot of you come from TikTok, but just look up Jacob Forster. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter. I mostly use Twitter outside of the other social medias. So follow me on there if you want. It's up to you. It's really not too much of a bother for me. But that being said, you all are awesome. You all are amazing. And I cannot wait to see you all in the next episode. Later.